The Lion King is the next movie from Disney to get the live action treatment. We've seen this done before in the Jungle Book and Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, and there's more to come as well. The Lion King is arguably one of their most popular and well-loved franchises. You know, the movie came out in the early 90s and was a global success because it just resonated with everybody. Stealing kinds of stories from Joseph and Moses and Hamlet to amalgamate it together to give a kind of parable tale of a dysfunctional family where a brother is jealous of his father, wants to kill him off to take his throne, and kind of shuns his son, putting him into the wilderness, only for him to come back in later years to reclaim the land and his father's throne. It's a familiar tale, but it's given the Disney spin that we're used to. You know, you're given these fancy, lavish CG interpretations of these beloved characters. You're given much of the story from that movie with a few added scenes and some added songs as well. And you get a host of current stars to voice, and the movie's fine. It entertains, it has funny moments, it has some good casting, it has some poor casting. It has a comparison that lies between this and the original, which is always going to be there. And you have something that has been much loved, and trying to compare that to something else, it may not come up to scratch with that. As a movie in its own right, it is highly entertaining. I was enjoying most of the runtime. It is a little bit padded out in the earlier stages of the movie, where it doesn't really evolve the storyline or the characters very much, but it just feels it's there kind of to pad out the runtime, which is something of a bugbear with me. We are given some characters that I really did like, especially, you know, Simba, Mufasa, and of course Scar, because you need a good antagonist to really give something to root against in these movies, and that's what it has. But, and there is a huge but in this, was it necessary? Is it something that we needed to get in the big screen? We already had the Lion King animated movie, and there is something to be said for having that kind of animated faction as well. You have the caricatured looks and expressionistic nature of these cartoon animals, which is hard to replicate when you're going for a more real life environment. The added in scenes pad out the story a little bit further than it should have been, and it doesn't really add much to the overarching storyline that we had in the original Lion King. But that's not to say there's no good additions. Some of the songs that are added are quite fun and nice to sort of break up a little bit of the monotony that starts to seep in certain parts of the movie. But if you've seen the Lion King, you know the story, you know the way it's going to play out. You have seen these kind of characters and they're just given a sort of fresh lick of paint primarily, and that's just not good enough for me. It doesn't elevate the story, it doesn't create characters that I want to be attached to. I'm going into the movie carrying baggage from the Lion King, so I'm already giving it certain bypasses. The filmmakers know this, and they don't give the characters the kind of treatment that they deserve. If they were going to do something like this, I would have preferred almost the Gus Van Sant take of just shot for shot remake, transport the voices from the original into this and see how that worked as a sort of experiment. As is, this is a kind of weird Frankenstein-like movie. It's not live action, and it's not animated either. It's something in between, some kind of strange monstrosity. It looks kind of pretty, but it also looks kind of fake at the same time. You know, it's just all computer generated, and there's something that kind of steals a little bit of the magic away for that for me. The Lion King for me was something that I kind of half enjoyed while I was there. I'm not really going to think about it again. I won't be checking it out again. It's not for me. If I do want to go back and check the Lion King, I'm going to take the one that's a half hour shorter, that has more of an emotional punch and just hits me right in the feels. Unlike the sort of modern cash grab, which it is what it is. For me, The Lion King was probably a 2.5 out of 5. It's fine. Completely unnecessary, but it's fine. What did you think of The Lion King? Let me know in the comment box below whether you love the original and love the remake, or hate either or just anything at all, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.